Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone, this is Ashima, and in this video we will be talking about daily news events or daily current affairs. So the discussion is going to carry on over here of various news events that have made to the news of important events for examination as well. Right now, while we'll be discussing about it, for all of you who want to practice as well, so for them, we have a question set or a quiz set that happens every day on Entri app. So for that, you can download Entri app from Google Play Store. And then once you do the registration, you can take that quiz every day. Apart from that, you also get the facility of 7 days free trial on any paid course or paid batch of Entri. So you can check out the other courses also in the time of 7 days and see if any of them helps you in your preparation or matches your requirement for that matter. Now we'll be talking about our news events over here. So let's begin with the first news event. Nagaland declared disturbed area under AFSPA. So again, Nagaland has come under disturbed area category as per AFSPA. Why I'm saying again? Because recently in June it was declared in June 2020 and then again. So it has been long since it has been on, you can say, AFSPA. Right, so for next 6 months it has been declared. Now it has been more than 6 decades, that meaning more than 60 years that AFSPA has not been removed from Nagaland. It is continuously over there, right? So that about it. The further news event, now once this, why are we putting on this AFSPA? Now there has been 60 plus years as we are saying. So why is it that we are restricting the people of Nagaland in that manner? The reason is, as we say, the organization SCNIM, that is Nationalist Socialist Council of Nagaland. Now, what is this council doing, or what is its demand that it's making it under AFSPA? The reason is that they want a separate flag just like Jammu and Kashmir had, and a separate constitution just like Jammu and Kashmir had. So basically, the organization NSCN, it wants Nagaland to become another Jammu and Kashmir. Right? It should have a separate flag, a separate constitution. And due to the demands that it is putting in forward, there have been various instances where there have been extortions and killings and loot in various parts of the state. Right? There have been around 80 negotiations that have been done as of now, with the recent one being done just last year. But still, even after that, there have not been any suppressions to all of these mishappenings that are there in the state, and that is the reason why again AFSPA has been introduced, or has been extended over there, as we can say, seeing the situation. So now, when we're declaring something as a disturbed area under AFSPA, so which section of AFSPA are we declaring it under? So any area which is declared as a disturbed area under AFSPA is under section 3. So under section 3 of AFSPA, any state can, whichever state is declared, that is under section 3 of AFSPA. Now, who can declare that? Who can introduce this section 3? The person who can do it is either the governor of the state or the central government. Right? Now, is it necessary that a whole state has to go under when a disturbed area is announced? No. It can be a particular part of the state also. It can be a whole state also. It can be whole union territory also. Right? Now, what is the minimum time, as we say? Suppose an area has been declared as disturbed category, then what is the minimum time it is going to be disturbed? That is for 3 months. So once a disturbed area has been declared, as per the Disturbed Area Special Courts Act 1976, minimum time is 3 months, right? So minimum is 3 months. Governor or state or central government, and government of state or central government can do it. Now, what can the state government do for either preventing it or making it go ahead? The state government can't declare an area as a disturbed area, but it can give its review over whether an area should be declared as a disturbed or should not be declared as a disturbed, right? So that is the only thing that the state government can do, but the decision has to be of the central government or the governor of the state, right? Next is a Sahayak NG. Now, Sahayak NG, what is it? First of all, it is India's first indigenous air-dropped container. Now, just as we are promoting Make in India, so Made in India air-dropped container has been introduced recently. Defense Ministry recently announced it. So, what can it do? It can carry about 50 kilograms of weight. It can be dropped from a heavy aircraft. It has GPS in it, and it you can say withstand the entry shocks. That is, when it enters into water, then it can withstand certain level of shock if it is electrified water, and it is controlled by a parachute system, right? So who designed this? If we have a look at, it has been designed by DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organization, and Aventel. Aventel is a private organization or a private firm that has done this or is doing this, right? Now, what else is there over here to have a look at? First of all, who did the testing of it? So Indian Navy did the testing along with DRDO. Indian Navy was involved in the testing. Next of all, how many types of airdrop are there? That is, when we are saying that this is an airdrop container, so how many types of airdrop containers can be there? So there are three types of airdrop containers that can be there: low velocity, high velocity, and free fall. So here we can see low velocity, high velocity, and free fall. Now, free fall is that you leave it to the gravity. That is, from the spacecraft, all the things are dropped freely, and wherever they go, not our matter. So it's all the work of gravity. Low velocity has a parachute which slows the air droppable container as much as possible. So it has a parachute. Once dropped, the parachute will open and it will slow the process before it hits the ground. What is a high velocity airdrop then? It is it will be slowing the airdroppable, but it will not be as slow as low velocity airdrop. So it's basically used for military ready to eat meals. So what happens is, not from a much height, it is from a lower height that it is sent, or it is opened, or it is dropped, and therefore it is not that slow as low velocity. It is comparatively faster, as we say, right? And it is the most advanced airdrop system as of now which we can use, right? Now, next which we have is Global Pravasi Rishta portal and app. So, for Pravasi, or you can say people of India living outside India, for those people, we have Global Pravasi Rishta portal and app which has been launched by Ministry of External Affairs. Why Ministry of External Affairs? A very easy guess. That is that it is the matter of external affairs, because we are talking about Indian diaspora people. So those who are spread around, be it NRIs, be it people of Indian origin, or you can say PIOs. So either it is a PIO or an NRI, or someone who is of non-resident of India, or overseas citizen of India. All of them are included under Indian diaspora. So as we say, they are included in the Indian diaspora. Who all are there? NRI, people of Indian origin, and overseas citizen of India. So any of them, out of these three, any of them can communicate with the government via this portal and app which has been created. So it will help in a three-way communication between Indian missions, that is embassies, External Affairs Ministry, and Indian diaspora. So because right now at the times of COVID, we had seen they had to either use Facebook or WhatsApp, or you can say Twitter, or various other social media platforms to communicate with the government of India, because they don't have a direct contact. Some people may know, some people may not be able to access the embassies also. To have a direct contact, this portal and app has been launched, which will help in the direct communication, right? Who had launched it? Minister of State of External Affairs, that was V. Muralidharan. He had launched this, right? So what is the purpose we have seen, and what is who are going to be connected with it we have seen. Also, it will also give information about to Indian diaspora, that is related to passport, related to visa, or any consular services that are there of the government. They will be transferred or inferred to the people of India who are considered under Indian diaspora, as we have said, right? And even surveys, it is going to help in surveys also, for that matter, because a direct contact is there. Then we have a social impact bonds. For the first time in India, social impact bonds have been launched. So first, the social impact bond of India, who is going to launch Pimpri Chinwad Municipal Corporation (PCMC). It has signed an MOU with United Nations Development Program India or UNDP India, and after signing MOU, PCMC is going to launch the first social impact bonds of India. Now, when we are saying that it's going to be launched for the first time, what exactly do we mean by social impact bonds? They are all, first of all, they are also called as pay for success bond or pay for success financing. It can be called both ways, and is basically a contract with any whichever public sector authority is issuing that. So here we have a municipal corporation. So it is contract with that corporation or that public sector authority where it pays for better social outcomes. That is that it is basic. That is why we say pay for success. That is, if the project is successful, then as per the contract, payment is done. If it is not successful, it is not good, then cancel. Right? So it can operate over a fixed period of time, and they do not provide fixed rate of return. They will give fixed period of time, but not fixed rate of return. Right? And outcome is completely dependent on success of social outcome. So if outcome is good, then the impact is going to be good or the bond is going to be good. So results are completely dependent on the social outcome that is there. Right? Now, it is a form of outcome based contracting, as we have seen. What are the criteria which are ESG criteria? Here there is a criteria called ESG criteria and social impact bonds, that is environmental, social and governance criteria. Right? Then we have Mission Sagar 3. Now, why was it in news? Is because INS Hilton, who has been or is working for Sagar 3 right now, and it recently arrived at Cambodia, taking all the human, you can say, aid which we were trying to provide. So all the humanitarian help which was to be provided by the government, that help has been taken to Cambodia in the Shikovale port, and that has been taken by INS Hilton. That is why it is important. Right now, we already know about Mission Sagar 2, which was conducted last month, and it is basically for helping the Asian countries, as we can say, for strengthening the existing bonds that we have. Now, if we talk about Sagar, first of all, what is Sagar? It is security and growth of all in the region, and this was launched in 2015 as per India's vision of Indian Ocean region. For Indian Ocean region, India's vision was there. For that, Sagar was launched. That is for improving the connectivity of the people of Indian Ocean or the countries of Indian Ocean. Right? For Mission Sagar 2, INS Airavat was there. So INS Airavat is important. Then the INS which is important for Mission Sagar 1 is INS Kesari. So first is INS Kesari, second is INS Airavat, the third is INS Kiltan. All three are important. Then a few one-liners. UK government has approved emergency supply of AstraZeneca and Oxford University vaccine. And who has tied up with these vaccines? This vaccine tie-up has been done by Serum Institute of India also. It is involved. So, for this purpose, SII CEO was given Asian of the Year award also. So that is important, which COVID vaccine has been approved for emergency supply and which are the companies associated with it. Then MOU has been signed between India and Bhutan, which was signed basically on 19 November 2020, but it has been approved by the Union Cabinet. And this is for peaceful use of outer space. Now, how can we say that these countries are going to, you can say, use the area or use the space on peaceful terms, as we say? So how do we know about that? The reason is both the countries are a part of Outer Space Treaty. Outer Space Treaty. Both of them are a part of Outer Space Treaty, and that is why they both have agreed to have a peaceful use of outer space, as we say. Now, if we talk about Outer Space Treaty, it was as of 2020, 110 countries are currently a part of Outer Space Treaty, which enhances peaceful use of space, no commercialization for that matter, no purchase, nothing of that, no nuclear weapons in space. Right, and usage of moon and celestial bodies has also been restricted by Outer Space Treaty. Then PM Modi recently approved export of Akash missile system, and a committee has been formed for faster approvals. This has been done by Ministry of Defense for faster approvals, and this committee has been framed so that further approvals can happen quickly. And as of now, Akash missile is going to be exported. It has been approved that it can be exported. Now, missile is a short range surface to air indigenous missile. Its range is 25 kilometers, developed by DRDO. Right? So, who has developed it? DRDO. Who has manufactured it? Bharat Dynamics Limited. And what kind of missile it is? It is surface to air indigenous missile. What is the range of it? 25 kilometers. These 4 points are important. Then digital ocean applications has been launched by Ministry of Earth Science, and that is for sharing all the marine data, all the ocean data, all the forecasts. This app will have everything related to ocean, as we say, all the information related to ocean, whatever is happening, what is the we can say weather forecast, alerts, fishing zone advisories, tsunami warnings, everything is going to be available on this, and all of this is going to be based on oceanographic research, right? And the ocean state forecast. This is going to be a big help for all the fishermen, as we can say. Now, over here, I'll be taking your leave. Thank you so much. It has been wonderful interacting with all of you, and I hope this session has been helpful to all of you. We'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye, take care, and have a wonderful day ahead.